Now, of course, I have to get everything back in order. The legislative hearing of the Subcommittee on Health will now come to order. I'd like to welcome all members and witnesses for today's hearing. We look forward to a very productive discussion on some impactful veterans legislation. Today we'll discuss 12 bills, including bills which would enable the VA to enter into innovative public-private partnerships, research cutting-edge hyperbaric oxygen therapy, and provide some long overdue oversight of the VA's budget management. Also on today's agenda are 4 bills I've had the pleasure of introducing. Before I discuss my bills, I'd like to thank our witnesses again for being here today. I'd like to especially thank Dr. Andrew Kosminski, who is the medical director of the hyperbaric medicine at my beloved University of Iowa. I had the pleasure of touring Dr. Kosminski's office a few months ago and learned about the incredible healing properties that hyperbaric oxygen therapies can provide. Dr. Kosminski, welcome to my office. And I'd like to look forward to hearing your thoughts about Dr. Murphy's bill, the Veterans National Traumatic Brain Injury Treatment Act. Now to my bills. First, the Sports Act. The Sport Act would make sure athletic prosthetics are defined as medically necessary for amputee veterans. Every year in my district, severely disabled veterans gather to play golf. I'm not a golfer, except for miniature golf, but it's amazing to see how many sports, even golf, can improve veterans' mental and physical well-being. I think all veterans should be able to enjoy the benefits and camaraderie sports provide, and my legislation would achieve just that. I'm also proud to introduce the No Wrong Door for Veterans Act. This bill would reauthorize VA's successful Fox Grant program. Fox grants enable community organizations to provide services to veterans, screen them for suicidal ideation, and connect them with the VA so they can receive the mental health support that meets their individual needs. My bill would ensure organizations who have been successful in our mission to expand mental health can receive additional funds by partnering with the VA to reach even more veterans. The Fox Grant program is a great example of public-private partnerships working for the better. House Republicans will continue to push the needle and protect programs like this one. Next, I'm proud to lead the Providing Veterans Essential Medications Act. This bill would allow the VA to provide very high-cost medications to severely disabled veterans receiving care at state veterans' homes. VA pays for these medications for all other veterans' patients, but antiquated laws require VA to pay state veterans' home a fixed per diem, limiting their ability to provide for veterans who desperately need these medications while residing at a veteran's home. Unfortunately, these high-cost medications can cost as much as $1,000 per day, meaning state veterans' homes are not able to house many of our most deserving veterans. My bill would fix this clear mistake and ensure veterans with complex needs are cared for. And ironically, the last bill I'd like to mention is the START Act. Far too often, our veterans receive community care referrals that are only valid for a fixed period of time. But due to provider shortages and bureaucratic delays, veterans might not even get in until halfway through the authorized time period. My START Act addresses this issue by ensuring that the validity of the referral begins only once a veteran has attended their initial appointment. It's pretty common sense. It's a privilege to collaborate on crafting impactful legislation for our veterans and to address critical issues in the delivery of their health care. I'd now like to turn to Representative Brownlee for any opening remarks she may have. Representative Brownlee, you are now recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. At the outset, I have to say I find it a bit crazy that we're having a legislative hearing today rather than an oversight hearing. The Trump administration's executive orders, mass firings of VA employees,